So before we start the program, as usually, we are going to welcome everyone. So please say 3 times, sadhu, 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 to welcome everyone.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Very nice, very nice. That is the ancient tradition. So at the beginning, if we do that, that means we warm-heartedly, very compassionately, with loving kindness, we welcome everyone. So it is very important to share positive emotions which can make the world beautiful, and at the same time to make the life beautiful. It is very important to share positive emotions. That's what we do by reciting 3 times sadhu at the beginning of this meditation session. And at the same time, we have to keep in mind, it was not started recently. It has a tradition. It has a long history of 2,600 years. So it is a very nice practice. So we adopt and we follow. Dear Dhamma friends, dear meditators, today is 9th July 2021. And this evening too, we are not going to let go away without developing in the path of the Dhamma, without developing in the practice of keeping another step ahead in the practice to reach the ultimate peace and ultimate happiness. You are going to keep another step ahead. Before I start, let me share one folk story from India. One day, a turtle was walking through a jungle. It was eating the fruits of the jungle, and it was enjoying, and it was watching the beautiful nature and the scenes of nature, and it was proceeding forward. And at that time, there was another person who was waiting for a prey. That was a hungry fox. This fox saw this innocent turtle and jumped on this turtle. What did this turtle do? It used one of its own traditional tactic. So it hid its forelegs and the head inside its own body. And with the determination not to let any of those features out until the fox is around. Then the fox waited from morning to evening, and from evening to the following morning. But this turtle was wise enough not to keep any of those features, any of its legs or the head outside. Finally, the fox was tired and it went away. In our life too, there are many things happen outside. So things are bound to happen, and there is no one who can control, who can prevent things not to happen so. Things are happening continuously. That is the nature of an impermanent world. Things are happening. But if you keep the craving in the front, and if you go to deal with them, if you keep your anger in the front, and if you go to deal with them, instead of having a beautiful life, you will have an ugly life. Just like that turtle did. Keep all negativities inside. Always keep outside the unbreakable body. What is that? The wisdom. Always keep in the front whenever things happen. Before dealing with them, observe those things and then deal with them with your own wisdom. The wisdom, the understandings that you develop through this meditation technique. And at the same time, at the end of each and every meditation session, I give you a small explanation about the technique and about things that you need to understand about the world. So ponder over them and think over and over again about those teachings, and then develop your own wisdom. And whenever things happen, deal with them, not with the features that are breakable, that can make your life ugly, that can harm you. Instead, deal with them with the wisdom, just like the turtle did. Don't allow your negativity, your breaking, your weak points to go out. Instead, keep your strong point outside, your wisdom, and deal with everything. So that's how we need to deal with the things. So whatever the wisdom that you develop, whatever the understandings that you develop, make use of them when you deal with the outside incidents, outside people, outside things, whatever things that you meet in life. So before you deal with them, keep outside your wisdom and deal with them. So today too, we are going to develop more wisdom inside us by practicing this Vipassana meditation. Now all of you have started understanding the nature of this world. Each and every moment, now you understand from top to bottom and bottom to top, there is only one natural circumstance prevailing, continuing. That is the impermanence. From top to bottom and bottom to top, part by part, pitch by pitch, when you observe, you can see sensations arise and pass away. But when you go deeper, later on you will start observing deeper nature of these sensations. For now, you observe like, right, this is a hardness, this is a softness, this is an itching sensation, this is an twinkling sensation, this is a throbbing sensation, this is a pulsing sensation. Like that, you give names, and now I am feeling cold. I feel a cold sensation within this area. Now I feel a hot sensation within this area. So like that, you give names. But later on, when your meditation practice develops, you will realize when you go inside, you don't actually, those sensations are arising due to the results of our vibrations. Inside, from top to bottom and bottom to top, vibrations are the ones which are prevalent. And the combination of similar vibrations, so within a certain area, certain vibrations, they change. So then what happens? You feel that change vibrations as a heat, as a coldness, as a throbbing sensation, as a pulsing sensation, as a hardness, as a softness. So, but in reality, you will understand that there is nothing. There is nothing actually called an eternal. So there is no any oneness in any sensation. Even these sensations are a combination. A sensation is also a combination of changing, simultaneous, similar vibrations. So you will understand that too later on when you develop in the meditation practice deeper and deeper and deeper. So, but these experiences don't come at once. You have to practice very ardently, with patience, continuously, and understanding the technique properly. That's how you can breathe there. So please practice very ardently and develop this wisdom inside you, and at the same time develop inner peace and inner happiness. And finally, let's try to attain that eternal peace and eternal happiness. So today too, we are going to practice Vipassana meditation the same. So new meditators, they are kindly requested to practice breathing meditation. Please focus on your breath. If you join within this very month, last month, so please practice breathing meditation. When the breath is coming in, be completely aware. When the breath is going out, be completely aware. And if the breath is gross, be completely aware that it is gross. If the breath is soft, be completely aware that it is soft. If it is long, be aware that it is long. If it is short, be aware that it is short. Pay your entire attention to your breath and try to keep your attention focused on your breath, and try to develop inner peace as much as possible by that technique. So Vipassana meditators, those who practice insight meditation, please start from the top of your head and observe this whole head area part by part. Then after that, whole face area part by part, and whole neck area part by part, and then whole right hand area part by part, from shoulder to the tip of the fingers, part by part, very patiently, very patiently. Everyone, please practice. Now everyone, sit comfortably, relax yourself, and get ready for the meditation. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. With a very calm mind, with a very quiet mind, very alert, very attentive mind, balanced and equanimous mind. Everyone, please start your meditation. May your meditation be very, very successful. Please start the meditation now. Now everyone, please don't open your eyes, but the new meditators, they can relax the posture. If you recently joined, you can relax the posture if it is uncomfortable, but don't open the eyes. Keep the eyes closed. Now we are going to practice loving kindness meditation. We are going to share loving kindness with all the beings in the world. All the beings in the world. First of all, we'll start with yourself, I, and then towards your parents, relatives, and friends, then towards the enemies, and then towards all the beings in the world. Let's start. First of all, please spread your loving kindness towards yourself. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May I attain and enjoy real peace and real happiness. Real peace, real happiness. Just like me, may my mother, may my father, may my relatives and friends be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May I attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness. Now let's think of our enemies. For everything that they did to hurt me, I forgive them. For everything that I did to hurt them, I ask forgiveness. I share my loving kindness with my enemies. May my enemies also be well. May my enemies also be happy. May my enemies also be peaceful. May they come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain and enjoy real peace, real happiness, real happiness. I share my loving kindness finally with all beings in the world. May all the beings, let them be birds, insects, reptiles, visible or invisible beings, let them be beautiful or ugly. Let them be powerful or weak. Let them be beautiful or ugly, powerful or weak, educated or not educated, good to you or not good to you. Let them have any difference. Without discriminating anyone, you share your loving kindness with each and everybody equally. May all beings in the world be well, be happy, be peaceful. May they also come out of anger, hatred, jealousy, ill will, and all the negativities. May they also attain and enjoy real peace and real happiness. Real happiness. Now everyone, very peacefully, very slowly, please open your eyes, relax yourself, and please say 3 times very peacefully. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu.
Dear dumb friends, so today is the question and answer day. Before we start the question and answer time, I want to remind something very important. So maybe there are friends who practice Vipassana meditation together with you. or maybe in the very family, husband and wife, they may be practicing this very meditation technique. So please, you need to keep something confidential. That is, your experiences about sensations. So, sorry about that. Your experience about the sensations. If you felt a pleasant sensation, especially, don't reveal it to the other person. Or if you felt any other special kind of sensation, don't reveal it to another person except the teacher, because there is a danger. So let's say one of you experience certain kind of a pleasant sensation or a special kind of sensation. When you reveal it to the other person, it is the nature of human beings, not only human beings, all the other beings too. So to be curious and to crave for new experiences. So the other person, your friend or the other person, might start thinking when they sit for the next meditation session. That person might be instead of practicing meditation, that person might be thinking, but he or she also practice vipassana. I am also practicing the same. So I also should feel such kind of sensation. So thinking like that, craving for that particular experience of sensation, that person might sit and practice. That is dangerous. That is harmful for that particular person's practice. So whatever the sensations they are, how much pleasant they are, and how much unpleasant they are, how much neutral they are, it doesn't matter. All the pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral sensations, they rise to pass away. This is the thing that we need to really, really understand. Not from the intellectual level, but from your own experience. It is not easy. So you have to see it by your own experience, by your own awareness. But don't reveal whatever sensations that you feel. Don't reveal it to the other person, because it can be harmful for the other practitioner. So keep quiet about your experiences in the field of sensations. That is very important. And hopefully, I think most of you now feel the sensations. If you don't feel the sensations, please let me know. And after today's discussion, I will give some more time for those meditators to instruct further, and then I will try to help you as much as I can. All right. So let's start today's question and answer session. If you have any question, I very kindly and compassionately ask you not to hide, and please put them forward. Maybe not only you, some other meditators also might have the same questions. So please present those questions. Time is right. You can present your questions.
Bhante, in about a week,
Mr. Mohan.
Good evening to you. It's wonderful to see you. In about a week.
Very wonderful to see you, Mr. Mohan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. In about a week, I have to give a talk, let's say, and I'm doing this to help others. And the topic of the discussion is growth. And is it in the best interest to discuss my growth because of how my life has changed for the better, which I see differently than as sensations? I mean, it's kind of like, would I want to give I can't tell how people's lives will turn out, but I can say how my life has turned out because of my practice and my growing practice. How does that relate to what you're talking about tonight with Vipassana meditation? Because I feel like my life has improved greatly as I expand my practice and deepen it.
Absolutely. So whenever you start giving more and more time, allocating more and more time for the Vipassana meditation session, so the more you practice it wholeheartedly and giving your entire attention, then you will see yourself so many positivities, not like in breathing meditation, now faster than that. So many positivities starts to come out. One thing is patience. So in Vipassana, you are asked to sit throughout the 25-30 minutes time without shaking your body. After that, you will see that so even though you don't sit on the other days, even though you sit only today, if you practice in the same way that I instructed, you might realize that your patience has gone up. The level, the energy level, the ability to be patient has gone up. And at the same time, inside, you can see there is more calmness. And at the same time, when things happen, and so there is another thing which happens when you practice Vipassana meditation, the balanced mind. The balanced mind, it helps us to grow a lot. So things happen, and again I go to that story that I presented earlier. Not only you meet, yes, in our life, if we are the turtle, when we walk, we meet rabbits, we meet deers, we meet such kind of animals too. But the majority of animals, majority of things or people or incidents that we meet are just like the fox, just like the tiger, just like the lion. At such times, so this balanced mind helps a lot. So at such times, it helps us to not to overthink, not to underthink. At the same time, it helps us to realize the present reality, and it helps us to awaken our own wisdom and teach us, show us a path to deal with things. That is also something which happens when you grow in this path. That's why you feel the change. And at the same time, things don't happen most of the times as you expect. Most of the times things happen as you didn't expect. At such times, again, your practice helps. How it helps? It reminds you. See, in the meditation sessions too, you saw this impermanence. Not only inside your body it is happening, but in the outside world too, it's happening. Look, this is also impermanent. What you expect, it doesn't happen. Something else happens. This is the nature. Let me keep my inner happiness and inner calmness steady, and let me face the situation with a calm mind. So these kinds of things, these kinds of understand these kinds of these kinds of advantages you get. There are so many uh, through this meditation technique. That's why you see a big growth inside you and whoever practice it ardently in all of them.
But the one little thing I wanted to clarify, Bante, is I have to talk to people about this.
All right.
So I want to know that it's okay for me to say, listen, I've been doing this and I find myself being more patient. I find myself being more loving. My relationships with other people has improved. I want to be able to share those things with people and say, I can hope for you to have this. You'll know what's working for you because you'll find these things happening for you too. But it becomes, for me, it's been an ardent and consistent practice. I've been consistent. I've been inquisitive. I've been inquiring. I've been trying to develop more insight. And even when I'm not quite perfect at it, I learn from the things I'm not doing quite right to keep improving it. Like being more still. I'm more still than I've ever been. And every time I meditate, I become more still. Every time I meditate, I have less torpor or, sloth. Everything, it slowly gets better. I don't say to myself, well, I'm not good at it yet, so I just give up. It's like, I go, there's a way I can keep improving this and investigating the things I can do to make it better. And part of it is returning to the Bante and the Sangha and the Buddha and the Dhamma to make sure that I'm tuning it up. So I want to know that it's okay to share this with a group of people because I'm supposed to talk about the things I've done to get to a good place in my life, and that it's not that I've arrived or ever will arrive, but that I will continue on my journey all the time, keep moving in it.
Absolutely. It is very okay to share it. There may be so many people who have the Dhamma seed. So it is our duty to share. So whenever we get a nice cake or something like that, something nice that is shareable, what we do is we share it out of compassion, out of loving kindness. We share it with our family, with our friends. So Buddha did the same thing. Buddha became enlightened through this very practice. He came out of all the negativities. He developed his positivities up to the utmost level, and he attained the eternal peace and eternal happiness. And then, out of compassion, he shared it with everyone else who were around. So at first, with the 5 friends that helped him earlier, and then after that, he shared it with thousands of other people. Then all those people who got this very technique that we are practicing today, they gave it to the other people, generation to generation, out of compassion, thinking with only one loving kindness thought. By practicing this, I changed. Just like me, may the other people also change. May the other people also become compassionate. May other people also become peaceful and happy. So from generation to generation, this technique was given with that very loving kindness. I got it in the same way, and I am giving you it in the same way. And I am glad that all of you are sharing this and making the other people also aware about this very technique. And at the same time, it is an encouragement for the other people who are wise, so who understand the importance of these meditation, non-sectarian and noble meditation techniques, to practice it. So I'm so glad, and please share it out of compassion. Wonderful, Mr. Wad. Mrs. Lisa, do you have a question?
Hi, good evening, Bhante.
Very good evening, Mrs. Lisa.
Thank you for the reflection this evening. You mentioned that the Vipassana gives us the opportunity to be in balance and not overthink. And I've been practicing that and I've been experiencing that. And that reminds me of a similar approach when I used to play sports about practice. What the challenge I'm having, and I have a question for you about, is you talked about in this experience that it can bring many positive possibilities that maybe one might not be experiencing. I've been in renunciation for several years, and I have found that I'm very much struggling with that comment that you made about having positivities. I'm having a lot of difficulties in this practice. I know that another very well-respected teacher says when you practice, it's important to forget about the self, and keeping that in mind and thinking about your reflection, I know that's something that I cling and I desire to have those positive possibilities. You mentioned patience as an example of one. And I really struggle with that. And I feel the opposite. I feel a deep pain and a deep suffering. And I don't want that, obviously, right? My expectation, my clinging is to not be suffering, and I'm suffering silently greatly.
It is, Mrs. Lisa, it is very important to share your loving kindness. Sometimes people won't behave as they are supposed to. Sometimes people may break promises. So we can't control the other people. Even we can't control ourselves. So how can we control the other people? So you can say that even our own body. So here you feel a sensation of hardness. When it comes to your forehead, you feel a sensation of for an example. You feel a sensation of maybe burning sensation. When it comes to your cheeks, they have a separate sensation, coldness, or maybe a touch of the air. Your own body, it's changing continuously and you have no any control over that. So how can we control the other people? So when they did something which will make you suffer, which may make you heartbroken, at such times the best thing is forgiving them, understanding that all beings have their own negativities and they are dealing with those things. So so if you can reduce such kind of negativities, we do our best. But if we don't have any answer, so some people, even though we try with loving kindness, still people don't understand, they don't change. So what happens at such times, we need to understand that we have no control over them. Then you let go without keeping a grudge, but sharing your loving kindness. So so we are now a little bit developed because we have made this practice. Now we understand that people can change at any moment. Negativities can arise at any moment. So anything can happen. So what you will do is you will share your loving, you will forgive, and then you will share your loving kindness with them. Whatever it happens, may this person be well, happy, and peaceful. Will that help, Mrs. Lisa? So,
Thank you, Bhante, for sharing that.
no. So less battery, that's right. Right. So, yeah, please do like that whenever, you meet such kind of people in life. So, if you can change them, try to change them. Right. If you can change them, please try to change them. If you cannot, so then let them go, and share your loving kindness with those people. That is the only thing that you can do. If you keep on thinking about the negative things that they continue to do, not only that person will suffer because of that person's negativities, you will suffer because of your own clinging and your own overthinking on something that you cannot control. Did you understand, Miss Lisa? Yes.
Thank you, Bhante.
May be happy. Right. Is there any other question? Vihara, do you have any question?
No.
All right. Mrs. Dan, do you have any question?
No, sir. Thank you for asking, and thank you for this
Yeah.
wonderful opportunity to practice the Dharma. Thank you.
Me be happy. Mr. Frank, how about you?
No, thank you, Bhante. I have no questions.
Me be happy, Mr. Frank. Yeah. And Jaime, do you have any question?
No, Bhante. Thank you.
Me be happy. Right. Right. Jayantanandi, Rajamami.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Right. Right, then let's finish the session. If you have any question, please, I think all of you know my number. You can talk to me. So the number, if I remember again, 669-204-3456. So you can talk to me, and then I can help you. So for today, we are going to finish the session. Please think. Today too, all of us go together and practice this non-sectarian precious meditation technique and accumulated a lot of positive energy. Let's share this positive energy with everyone. Let's wish. By the power of this positive energy, may all of us be able to stay very safe, very healthy, very comfortable. May we be able to develop this Dhamma practice continuously, and may we all able to develop inside that inner peace and inner happiness, practicing continuously to the utmost level. May all of us attain eternal peace, eternal happiness, Nibbana. With those thoughts, everyone, please concentrate. අභිවාදන සීලිස නිච්ඡං වද්දා පචායිනෝ චතරෝ ධම්මා වඩ්ඩන්ති ආයුවන්නෝ සුඛං බලං ආයුරාෝග්‍ය සම්පatti සග්ග සම්පatti මේවච අතෝ නිබ්බාන සම්පatti Iminati samijyato. May you all be well. May you all be happy. May you all be very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Good night to everyone. See you all in the next week. Good night.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Satu, satu, satu.
Good night, Mr. Dan. Good night, Mr. Fuad. Good night,
night,
Mr.
Bhante.
Jaime.
Bye,
Good
Bhante.
night. Good night, Jaime. Good night, Vihara. Good night,
Good night, everyone.
Jayantara and Niraja Mami. And
Good
good night, my dear. Nirvan Sagna.
night.